Okay, Coach, well, we are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Alert 3.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Patton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out low. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
Murphy now to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 10. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Here we go. Under 10. 10. Check 13. Shift. Back.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, Charlie. Come. Get it.
2nd and 6. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Switch. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
49, check 49, check 49. Kill. Control. Hey, Sam off.
Check 31.
On first down, Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get sack lunch. Shoot. Kill. Shoot.
Go out.
Jim.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man up, D.
The give to Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Get the ball. Go. Check up. Check.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Falcons 0.
And taken at the 46. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. King going to throw again. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
44's the mark. 44's mark. Check, check. Time to go. Night, night. 44. Ready. 44. Come to block. 1, 2.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo.
I'm trying to collect. He's coming, he's coming.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam, slam. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Switch, switch.
Hey, 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 hey. Ready?
On 2nd down now. Dobbins trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
45 to Mike. 3 buds, 3 buds. 45. Mike, 45.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check, 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 check. Switch, switch.
Hey,
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's put that team on the clock. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, let's get in that home.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yep.
Check nickel. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Fair.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Haywood.
Check, check. You ready, Lee? You ready, Lee? Let's go, baby. 44, Mike, 44. On the ball. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike spoke.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Hey, orbit.
Rush in.
Hey, exit.
Safety screaming.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing it out, looking. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Yeah.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Let's do it.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready, set.
44, Mike, 44. Already on.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
At the 19-yard line.
Set, ready. 15 line.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hard.
Check.
Deep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
44 Mike. Check. Hey, watch the slant. 44, Mike. 44.
Hey, high 7.
I'm coming.
Step.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Look at me. Go. Now. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. King now to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Under 10. Hayward.
Throwing on 1st down. King. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run with Taylor. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw is King. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Yeah. 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Back.
Now Taylor. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
44. Mike, 44. Woo! 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Check Mike.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. "51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's King, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. No.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the... Line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Keep it up. 44, Mike, 44.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Go.
44 to Mike.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
44's the mark. 44's the mark. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Defense.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Ridley. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Alert flare. Check. Crunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go. Rock it. Go. Check 24. SOS.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Falcons 24, Buccaneers 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sets up fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
I know he ain't got it.
On fourth down, Murphy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.